Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here for another one of our, using up an entire 12 by 12 paper pad between Christmas and New Year. So we're hoping to do it in 6 days. So I've got obviously the, section of my paper pad that I haven't used yet. And I'm just going to kind of like tear out some pages which are not going to really go with the pieces that I have made so far, if you see what I mean. Because I seem to have a combination of like bluey colour pages and pinky colour pages. So I'm just going to tear out some of those bluey pages and we can see what we can come up with those. So let's just, take out a few of those. It's really hard working with such a big paper pad because I know that's not blue, it's pink, so yeah, I'm just looking like a liar, but you know what I mean. We're just going to tear out some that we're going to just make some bits and pieces with. Okay, so I've got these now. We so far have obviously done the accordion folio, and I'm now filming this whilst that's drying, so I don't know whether this will go up before we continue with that or whether we will have continued with that. So certainly here and now I haven't continued with that. But what I would quite like to do, I think, with these is, this is really pretty actually on the other side, and yeah, I hadn't really kind of taken this in before. But what I would quite like to do is, a long time ago I saw a fantastic idea on Natasha over at Treasure Books. She made a very similar kind of accordion type style thing, but doing these kind of folded in flaps. So I would quite like to try that, I think, using this paper pad. So let's do that. Let's kind of try and have a go at that. Now, she started by folding her paper in here. Now, I have to say, I already tried this, and I straight away did it completely wrong because I folded it in half in the middle. I don't really think that matters actually. And for me, that just felt easier to do. So do you know, I'm going to do it like that. So I'm just going to take my whole sheet of the 12 by 12 and fold it in half. Then I'm going to open it back out. And what I want to do is basically fold my 4 corners in like this, so that what I end up with is this type of thing going on. Actually, do you know what? No, I've mucked up already. Oh no. Right, take back all I said. I did do it how she'd suggested. So no. Right, complete U-turn. Oh gosh. I'm feeling the pressure. I'm so awful at actually following instructions. And never is it more embarrassing than when you're doing it on video. Because of course, everyone can see that you can't follow instructions. And yeah, that's not great, is it? Right, so I'm going to fold my piece in now. Here, like this. So I have a large triangle. Okay. Then what I want to do is fold my 4 corners in like that. Okay, so yeah, completely wrong compared to what I did just now. Oh, do you know what? This is now not working. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right, this is going to be one of those awful videos that I just think, oh, can't really upload this video now. Now, why is this not working, I wonder? What have I done wrong? Oh dear. I think this is maybe what I've done wrong. Perhaps I shouldn't have folded in from there. Perhaps I should start with this. I don't know. Oh. What have I done wrong? Right, let me have a look on my prototype, because I thought this was going to obviously throw me. So I thought, oh, best try and, do a practice run. Right, okay, so let's just go logically. So I've got this. Now this folds into the middle. So let's fold this into the middle. I think I must have started on here because otherwise I wouldn't really know what was the middle, would I? So you want to bring this into your folded line. Oh, my paper's just getting more and more crumpled up. So this is not good. This is not good. Right, let's just take that like that. Okay, I'm going to come in now on this side with the other flap. Okay, right. Got a lot of folds going on already in this paper now because I've mucked it up already. I mean, how can you muck it up when you straight away start? I'm not sure, but I did manage to. And then I'm going to come in with my side flaps. Okay, so we've got this one here. Okay. And then we have this one on this side. Whew, oh my goodness. This was just a nerve-wracking experience, wasn't it? Right, okay. And then what we want to do is obviously our fold for the book itself is that. So that in the middle, like that. So I'm just going to squish it down now with my foam folder. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to obviously be attaching it to the other sheets of paper with the triangles. Okay. Oh, I feel so nervous. That piece of paper, by the way, was not from this paper pad. It was from a different paper pad. So in case you're wondering, yeah, it was from a different one. Right, okay. So then I'm going to go in like this. Again, squish it down along my, you know, my middle fold line. Like that. Okay. Oh, this is just turning out horrible. Very nervous. Very nervous. Right. Going to fold my triangles into, again, the middle. So into the middle fold line. Okay, and then the other one. So like that. Okie dokie. And then my sides like that. I've no idea why I'm struggling with this. It's yeah, just obviously beyond me. Natasha did not struggle with hers. Hers was quite an old video, actually, I've got to just say. So, you know, I will try and remember to link this below. But in case you're wondering if you haven't seen it, you know, it may be that you have seen it, but perhaps a long time ago, or perhaps, you know, perhaps you've not seen it because it was, you know, quite a while ago that she did it. So, yeah. But I will try and remember to link it down below. Right. Oh, I'm really struggling with this. Just does not resemble hers at all. It's all in the folding. I'm obviously not doing a good job. I think she probably used a scoreboard for hers. I actually can't remember because it's a while since I watched it. But yeah, I think she did probably use a scoreboard for doing her folds, which of course, maybe mine would be turning out a bit better if I was also doing that. Oh dear. Right. That has gone disastrously bad. It's looking a lot worse than the first one. Yeah, a lot worse. So, right, let's just fold this up here. Oh my goodness. Do not do things on video that you have not mastered properly. I thought I had mastered it, was the problem. So, yeah, this is coming as a shock to me that actually, in fact, I haven't mastered it at all. Right. Okay. Last one. So, folding it over in the, you know, in half diagonally. Okay. Right. Like that. Squish that down. Oh my goodness, I really hope that I get on with this one a bit better. Right, okay. So we're going to go in here. One. I'm wondering whether I'd be better off going up with this one next. No. It's quite hard actually because, you know, you can move this around quite a bit and still be capturing that middle fold. So I'm thinking that's, you know, that's a possible kind of point where I've mucked up. Just one of the many, probably. Yeah, okay, right. So I'm going to go up there, and then I'm going to take this one in a bit more, I think. Because at the moment, it's not really looking too clever. Oh, right. So, yeah. I mean, we're kind of making, I guess, like a... I don't know whether this is a handkerchief. Would this be a handkerchief? I don't know. Oh, right. Okay. Very, very nerve-wracking. So this one's gone okay, actually. So I think by definitely moving that piece around was very helpful. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. Right. So we have our 3 pieces. Now, I can't remember how many she used. I think she might have used even 5. Can't remember, to be honest. She used quite a few anyway, so you can really kind of extend this out, you know, quite a bit. And obviously you can also do this with your 6x6 papers or your 8x8s, you know, as long as they're square, you can do it. Now, she joined hers together with her flaps like this. I'm thinking, let's join them together more like, you know, the Crafty Cat envelope style pieces. I'm thinking maybe more like that, because if I'm truthful, I wasn't over keen on the look of these bits. Now that's just me. You know, yeah, I'm sure that lots of people really liked them. But yeah, for me, I just didn't really like them too much. So yeah, I'm thinking kind of do it like that. Now, I'm going to bring in this one, I think, first, because this is the one I least like. And I'm just wondering if I put them on the reverse like that, whether then I keep the majority of the patterned paper showing, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm thinking glue that in there, and then hopefully glue this flap here, and then I would have one piece, yeah, like that. Right, okay, this is really, really, really turning out probably very confusing, and I just can only apologise. I'm so sorry about this. So what I'm doing, I'm taking my triangle here, and I'm gluing it into the triangle shape on like the negative, if that makes sense. So this triangle shape here. So just like that, like that. And what you want is basically your fold to marry up with this folded edge as best you can, like that. Okay, because then you're going to glue this fold down into here. Yeah, like that. Okay, so then I'm going to take this fold here and glue this fold into this kind of negative space, if you see what I mean. So honestly, I'm confusing myself, so I can only apologise. It must be just awful to be watching. Right, so I'm gluing this into this space. Let me get my wipe, which I really do need to put in a new one because it's very, very old now and dirty. Yeah, just need to dry some more off around me. Right, okay, so that's that. Now, my triangles, unfortunately, because this is that one that I really mucked up. I mean, you can see how wonky and off that is, to be honest. It doesn't look good at all, does it? So, yeah, what I might need to do is kind of pull my triangles in slightly. Or maybe not. Maybe I will just have to cover them up with some lace or something like that. So let's just try and fold this over slightly more. Like that. Oops. Because it needs to kind of come in, really. So I'm actually getting closer to that paper that I've put in the negative space. And then, yeah, this triangle here, again, needs to come in slightly more on this side. Right, okay. Oh, this is proving way more difficult than I had anticipated. Way more difficult. yeah. Okay. I think just for me. I don't think it would be difficult for other people necessarily, but just for me. Okay, so yeah, what I've got is obviously I've got this here, like that, or of course it could be, you know, could open like that, I guess. And then on this side, so I just need to decide now how I'm going to glue this one now. So again, I'm thinking if we glue it like that, and then, yeah, it would kind of fold in on itself. So, yeah, I'm going to just attempt now to glue this triangle now of my number 3 piece into the other negative space on this same piece of paper, if that makes sense. So I just can't apologise enough. I know this is really, really, really confusing. If it's any consolation, it's really, really, really confusing to me, to be honest. You know, which presumably is why I'm not really able to convey what I'm trying to get at. Right, so that's my triangle. Now, just going to kind of hope for the best that I've got it more or less in the same place, or, you know, in the right place. So that's going to go like that. And that's going to come in here. So again, then I'm just going to have to tweak this slightly, or I can just cover this with some lace and things. So it's really not the end of the world. You know, I'm not going to kind of stress too much if I've got kind of bits showing. I honestly don't think it's going to matter, because I think, you know, we'll be able to disguise it. So yeah, famous last words. Ooh. Right. Okay. Right. So again, just squish this down like that. Okay. Right, okay. So, yeah, that is my kind of foundation piece so far. Okay, so then what I obviously want to do is kind of attach these, so these are pockets. Now, I have to say I'm not too sure what Natasha did. So I'm wondering whether I want to stitch those or glue those. And then the other thing that I probably want to do is obviously make some sort of cover. So again, let me pull the paper pad back in. So, I mean, we're really racing through these papers now, because obviously this is, you know, this is using up quite a fair bit of paper. Let's just have a look. Again, I'm not so keen on that writing. Oh, do you know what I'm doing? I'm trying to hoard this. What is wrong with me? You know, I pulled in the writing because I thought, oh, I can part with that one. I'm not so keen on it. Of course, then, you know, subconsciously thinking, I'm going to hoard the rest. I'm not going to hoard it. I'm trying to use up the whole paper pad this week, you know, in this 6 days. So it's irrelevant, isn't it? I might as well, you know, use the paper that I really like. Okay, now, when I say that, I might prefer to have this paper to kind of make some pockets and things. And have this on the cover, because we may well cover quite a bit of the cover. I know. Even describing what I'm doing is just getting horrendous today. I don't know what is going on. Okay. Now, I have not planned this very well. So let me decide, or let me think, how this is going to be folding, because is it going to be folding in like that? I mean, it's very out of alignment, it's got to be said. So it might not be folding in. Let me try folding it out and see whether that makes it better. It's a little bit better. Oh, maybe not. No, might still be just as bad. Okay, so I have a lopsided kind of thing going on here. Again, I don't mind. I think that looks fine. But I guess, yeah, maybe that was my shoddy folding, or perhaps it would just do that anyway. Right, so if this was going to be the cover, just working out here, would I have it like that? Could do that, couldn't I? Yeah, I could do that. The only thing is I'm going to obviously then, you know, lose this gorgeous paper, but to be honest, I think that's just going to be how it's going to be, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is glue the triangle onto like the flat side of this paper. And then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to fold this up here. This is just so that I can cut this down, so it's going to be, you know, a good height for this little, I mean, I guess this is really like an accordion book as well, you know, a bit like the accordion book that we've already started, or possibly at this point we've already finished it. I guess it's another sort of style accordion book. Much more complicated, I have to say. I'm finding it much more complicated anyway. I don't know whether anyone else is. Right, so I'm just thinking I'm going to fold this over like that, maybe slightly smaller than that, because actually by folding it over, that's going to just be robust enough to, you know, to give it sort of double thickness to form a cover. So let's just squish this down. Gosh, I hope I haven't now made it too small. I wouldn't be surprised, because that seems to be a bit how it's going today. Oh yeah, I have made it too small, you know. Okay, right. It doesn't matter, because again, I can kind of disguise this with things like lace and things like that. So we can always kind of extend the size with a bit of lace, but I'm just going to move that over slightly so it's slightly bigger. Okay, right. Let me squish it down again. Oh, this is just so scary. I don't know what's going on with me. I am not doing a good job here. Right, let's trim this down like that. Okay. So we are then going to put this, basically, we are going to stick the triangle into here, and then we're going to stick this together so it's a complete cover, if that makes sense. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is actually cover this triangle first before I do that, so that then it's tucked under there. So, do you know, I'm thinking I might just use some sheet music, because I actually think sheet music would look really quite lovely with these papers. So I'm just going to take this sheet music, again, just kind of fold it down like that. Okay. This is just, you know, how I find it easiest to kind of cut things to size. I know I'm not really cutting, but, you know, it's quite a quick and easy way to do it, I find. So just going to open this out and then just glue down here. So again, obviously want quite a bit in that fold line. Okay. And then quite a bit all over the page here like this, and around that triangle. Okay. Right. Oh. Let's put this here like that. Okay, let me get my glue spreader. Like that. So, I mean, I've used sheet music, and the reason that I've used sheet music rather than another sheet of the 12x12, because of course, you know, that would have then been using up more of the paper pad, so, you know, would possibly have been a sensible thing to do. The reason I haven't done that is because the paper pad is that 250 GSM card. I feel that would be making it too thick to actually then you know, I guess kind of function nicely. I feel like it would just be too thick, and it would be then, yeah, it wouldn't kind of fold very well and things like that. So that's why I've decided to use the sheet music, just because it's a lot thinner and it's going to just then, you know, just work a bit better. I'm just going to cut that off there. Okay. So bearing in mind that this whole triangle is going to be tucked inside what is going to be our cover. So like that. Okay, so my next thing that I want to do now is just literally trap that in to this piece of paper. Okay, so I'm just going to go round with my, you know, wet glue like that. And then I'm going to just go around the entire piece here like that. And I want to go round obviously on both sides. And again, you know I'm using a ton of glue, but like I say, you know, I'd rather have this really securely fixed than not use enough glue, and then lo and behold, it's, you know, it's coming unstuck. Nobody wants that, do they? So, you know, lots and lots of glue. Okay, because I feel like there's a lot there. You know, it's got to clamp a lot in there, if you see what I mean. So, you know, it's got to be strong and robust, hasn't it? And, you know, held together, glued together nicely. So, right, fingers crossed here. Now, have I got that up against the fold? Yep, I have. So, again, just spread my glue out. Let me get my dirty wipe. Okay, right. When I say dirty wipe, it is only the glue remnants and ink. It's not dirty wipe as in, you know, I haven't been wiping my face with it when I've been eating or anything like that. Right. Let me just mop that glue out. And then we'll just mop this here. Or, you know, spread this down here. Just like that. Okay. Like that. Okay. Right, okay. Oh, this has been hairy, I must say. Oh, hairy, scary. Right, okay. So that's my cover. Squished in between is the triangle, like that, okay? And then what we want to do is finish off, i.e. the back, by putting, you know, again, just some sort of nice cover to finish off at the back. So that's like that. Now on the back, I'm just wondering, what do we want to do for the back cover? Oh, now also Natasha did say this would happen where it kind of wants to spring open. And obviously if you just clamp it under like some books or something heavy for like overnight or something, it will just, you know, it will squash down then. So yeah, that's normal to be expected because she said it in her video. So yeah. Okay, right, what do we want to do on the back cover? You see, I am at this ridiculous stage where I'm just wanting to hoard that paper, which, what on earth is wrong with me? So I'm not going to hoard it. I'm going to be good. No, sorry, I am still hoarding it. No, yep. I'm going to use this pink here to make the back cover, I think. So yeah, it's going to have a pink back cover. Now I was wondering whether we could have had like some sort of wraparound, but I don't think it's going to work because this is obviously opening from both sides, if you see what I mean. So it would have to wrap right the way around for it to be workable, which is fine, except once this is decorated, it's going to become too fat then. So yeah, I don't think that's going to be a feasible thing to do. Okay, right. Let's decide then how we want to do this cover. Do we want to do the same, i.e. squishing this piece in here? I mean, it worked pretty well, I thought. You know, so I think, yeah, it's quite a good option. So again, let me just take this down so it's a good height. Okay. Like that. Okay, right. Yeah, so I hope that everybody's having a good day. I hope you're maybe doing some crafting. Are you crafting along with me? Are you doing use up a 12 by 12 paper pad? If you are, how's it going? How's yours coming along? Have you used much of it? Have you done this before maybe? Are you doing the same kind of projects as me, or are you, you know, going it alone and kind of doing your own thing? You know, I'd love to hear what, you know, what it is that you guys are doing. So yeah, let me know kind of in the comments below, because, you know, and I'm sure that I'm not alone. I'm sure we would all really love to hear what everybody's doing and how everyone's, you know, joining in if you are, which, you know, I would absolutely be thrilled to bits if you were. Right, I'm just having a quick look now to see if I've got any sheet music laying around that I can obviously use. Oh, this is much yellower than the sheet music at the front, isn't it? Well, to be fair, it doesn't look quite so yellow now. I'll put it next to that. So yeah, I'm just going to use this just because this happens to be laying around on the, you know, on the floor next to me. So it just saves me hunting about for some more. So I'm just going to use this. Okay, I love how that sheet music looks against these papers. It's really pretty, isn't it? Really, really pretty. Okay. Right. Oh. Okay, let's now open this out. Oh, I'm having the same problem now that I was having with that other accordion book that we've been making, in that, you know, it's quite a tight fit to get this actually on the desk and, you know, in the camera. Yeah, it's just proving quite a tight fit, because obviously this, you know, it's quite long. It's quite a big kind of piece now. So trying to actually squish it into view and squish it into the desk without dropping off is actually harder than it sounds. Right, okay, so okie dokie, and a lot again just in that fold line. So let's pop this down here. Okay, like that. Oh, what did I do with my glue spreader? I don't know. What did I do with it? Oh, must be. Yep, okay. Just kind of lost it over to the side there. Right, so we're just going to squish this down here. Like that. Okay. Right. So, yeah, that's that. Now, again, what I need to just do is trim this down here. I mean, to be honest, you probably don't even need to trim this down because it's just going to be clamped inside that scrapbook paper, but I will trim it down. Okay, so let's bring our scrapbook paper in. Oh, this is just nerve-wracking. Okay, so my fold is here. Okay, I must not forget where the fold is. Okay. Oops. Oh dear. Just take that off a bit. Right, okay. And we want to have this. I mean, actually, we probably want it just a similar size, really, to the front. So let's just do that. So I'm just going to fold it down so it's kind of a similar size to the front part. Okay, like that. Okie dokie. Right. Just cut that down. Oh, right. And then we're going to obviously squish this in between the cover. Oops. Like that. Glue the cover on. So this obviously, oops, we said was the back cover, didn't we? Oh, come on. Like that. I wonder if I've made that a bit long. Not a bit long compared to the front. Have a quick look. Yeah, it is a bit long. So I'm just going to trim that down slightly. Okay. Like that. Let's just check. Ah, that's better. That's much better. Okay, right. So we're going to take our triangle, which is obviously no longer a triangle, and we're going to just clamp it into here, in there. So again, lots of glue on here, like that. Okay, and then a ton of glue all over here, like that. Okay. Yay. Okie dokie, and then around this one. Oh dear, it's such a horrible day today. Don't know whether you can kind of hear it really, but I'm sure that the camera, it must look quite dark. It's such a just vile day. It's just like raining, it's windy, it's just horrible. I took my son this morning to the bus stop. You know, he was going to work and he gets the bus there. So I had to drop him at the bus stop, and oh, it was just horrible. I said to him, well, are you going to be okay waiting for the bus? Because there's not a bus shelter, you know, where he gets it. But he said, oh, it's fine, I can stand in the doorway. It's kind of an old shop doorway. So he said, oh, I can just stand in there. So yeah, that's what he did. But oh, I felt a bit mean driving off and leaving him out in the wind and rain. It was just horrible. That said, I couldn't wait to get home, obviously in the dry myself, because yeah, it was not the nicest day, or it's not the nicest day. Well, it wasn't, it's still not the nicest day. Right, let's just again squish this all down with my glue spreader. Okay, like that. Okie dokie. Right. Okay, let me mop the desk up, because we have a lot of glue obviously easing out where I used so much glue. Right, one last bit, because, you know, you just want to make sure it's really nicely glued down. Like that. Okay, right. Okay, so let's hope that I've, yeah, done that on the fold. So, yep. And, oh dear, that's not right, is it? Oh no, that wasn't right. Yeah, that was not right. That's okay. Oh, that, yeah, it's going to have to go in this way, which actually now it's like overhanging miles. Oh dear. Right, okay. So I'm going to have a bit of a think about that. Yeah, I've clearly gone wrong somewhere. I mean, I could have it folded, I guess, here. Let me just have a think. That would have to then fold in. Oh dear, I've just, yeah, I've gone wrong somewhere here. Okay, well, I'm going to have to therefore go for it the way round that, you know, does not work, because it's kind of too long. So that's fine, because what I will do is we will cover up on this edge. We'll have some lace and things which will cover up the fact it's too short, and on this edge I'll probably cut it down so it's shorter, or alternatively, again, we could have like a pretty lace edge and things like that, so it will kind of, you know, it will look okay. I mean, obviously, yeah, this is my shoddy folding, and this is why other people obviously use a you know, scoreboard and all that, but you know, it will look fine at the end of it. It will, I say this like really praying, you know, I'm not definitely sure, but I'm hoping by the end of this it will all come together and look absolutely scrummy and gorgeous. So yeah, that's the plan. Okay, so that's the foundation piece of our little kind of folio that's a whole new word there. Folio, accordion-y type thing, inspired by Natasha over at Treasure Books. So like I say, I will try and remember to link her original video, you know, where she obviously makes a lot more sense of it than I have here. But yeah, I mean, it's, yeah, definitely I kind of probably could do with making a few more to get a little bit better at doing these. It's, yeah, probably better for people who are a bit more into precision than I am. But that said, I think we're going to be able to make something absolutely scrumptious and gorgeous out of this. So I will probably leave that there for today. And then I will come back and we'll probably make some bits and pieces to put in here. And obviously we've got 4 days left as well to use up the rest of our paper pad. Which, to be honest, you know, we're not doing too badly actually. Oh, let's just check actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, I think, although they're quite thick pages, so I might have actually miscounted because it's a bit tricky to get them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9. Plus we've got a couple of pages, obviously, that I've already pulled out that already we're going to be using, obviously, for some of these bits and pieces that we've actually already made. So I think we're kind of like doing okay, actually. You know, we're not doing too badly. So yeah, I hope that you will join me, obviously, for the next installment, and whether we'll be continuing with this or the original accordion book, or whether we'll make some other bits of ephemera, I'm not quite sure, because obviously I do want to try and actually use the book up within the 6 days. So it might be that we will have to decorate this in slow time. I'm not really too sure. So yeah, I hope that you really enjoyed joining me today. I hope maybe you're feeling inspired to join along with the you know, with the series, and use up one of your 12 by 12 paper pads. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks then. Bye.